New South Wales is preparing for life to return to normal by summer after the Premier revealed the restriction settings for residents up until December. Within 2 weeks, those who are fully vaccinated will have access to restaurants, bars, shops and hairdressers. And that's all before workers can return to offices, and indoor mask mandates are dropped about 7 weeks later.
It's a disappointing day for those who are unvaccinated.
The New South Wales government's restriction roadmap has been released and includes more options and capacity limits for those who are fully vaccinated once the 80% target has been reached. Up to 10 visitors will be allowed in the home, not including children under 12. 20 people can gather in outdoor settings and up to 500 at controlled, ticketed events. Community sport is back, as well as hairdressers and salons, tattoo and massage parlours, and the only restriction for general retail will be 1 person per 4 square metres. No change for gym capacity limits from 70 to 80% targets, still a 20-person cap per class. But heading to the pub will be a lot more fun, with standing while drinking indoors allowed with a 1 person per 4 square metre rule inside, 2 square metres outside. Weddings and funerals will be uncapped, but masks will still be mandatory in indoor settings and at all times for service staff. And now, a concrete date for the 70% roadmap.
I can say quite confidently that we envisage 11th of October will be the day that we'll be able to adhere to that roadmap. And I just say to everybody across the state, thank you so much for your patience. It is just this week and next week that we have to hang in there for. We're nearly there. And let's not give up at the last minute.
On October 11, Sydney's 12 LGAs of concern will cease to exist, along with essential worker travel permits. But for those looking to leave Sydney,
80% will happen about a fortnight after that, but we ask everybody obviously to stay tuned so we can confirm those details. At 80%, you'll be able to go anywhere freely in New South Wales.
At 80% is when quarantine rules will be altered for vaccinated travellers coming into the country, but the Premier says she is waiting on guidance from the Prime Minister around international travel. December 1 is the next stage of the roadmap, where all restrictions are removed except for a 1 person per 2 square metre rule across the board, indoors and outdoors. That's also when nightclubs can reopen.
That is at least 4 or 5 weeks after we hit the 80% double dose. We envisage we'll have at least 90% of our adult population vaccinated by then. On the 1st of December is when unvaccinated people will be able to participate in particular events.
Case numbers continue to fall, with the lowest daily number in more than a month at 787. Cases and hospital admissions are expected to increase as life and the economy restarts. Even so, the Premier has this message to the other states and territories.
You can't stay locked up forever. You can't stay cocooned forever. My strong message is we're going to have to do it eventually. Why not for Christmas?
A united Australia this Christmas. Wouldn't that be great? Kenny Heatley, Sky News, Sydney.